So this is probably the best way to do this. Wake up, grab a cup of coffee. Yes, I've just woke up and it's like 8 p.m. That's okay. Don't worry about it. My life is totally fine. And talk about, the ongoings of what's happening, what's cracking, what's bracking in cryptocurrency. Someone accidentally spends 100 ETH, aka 190,000 freedom dollars, on a free NFT. Wow, how do you do that? OpenSea launched a collection of Gemesis NFTs to celebrate the launch of their Pro platform and their acquisition of Gem, a rival NFT platform. Gotta love that decentralization. Anyone who bought NFTs from the Gem platform was eligible to mint the NFT for free. The NFTs have been trading on the secondary market for around 0.06 ETH, $110. There you go. If you ever bought an NFT, you too could get $110. Of course, on that platform, not overall. But then again, if you did ever buy an NFT, chances are, unless you're one of the very, very lucky few, you probably lost more than $110 already on that NFT that just did nothing. A trader apparently trying to bid $100 for one of the NFTs seemed to have mistakenly entered 100 ETH, or around $190,000. The trade, of course, was quickly accepted by a seller who made a tidy 1,666 times the typical floor price. Some have speculated the massive offer was money laundering, but the fact that the bid was an open offer that could be accepted by anyone seems to make that theory less likely. Now, I love this because there's a couple of things going on here that really just make my day. One, the person making a mistake had $190,000 worth of ETH in the first place in their account. Because if I was trying to do this right, I've got some ETH somewhere, don't know where the fuck it is anymore, but I've got some somewhere. If I was doing this, I wouldn't be able to make this mistake because I don't have 100 ETH just lying around to accidentally put in 100 and get my ass ripped out for $190,000. So it is poetic that making a mistake if you're poor doesn't lead to you losing 200 grand essentially from putting a number in wrong. And it is also kind of poetic that because of how cryptocurrency works, that's just gone. That's it. There's nobody bringing it back. It's not like you can call up your bank and say, oh, we've made an error in transaction. Can we reverse it? Nope, your money's gone. Unlucky. But at least you now have a piece of history. You have the one NFT that sold for $110 that you paid $190,000 for. Congratulations. And then here's another good one, using the blockchain to do blockchain things. Gemholic raises 921 ETH, aka $1.7 million, not the biggest raise ever, in a token sale, only to realize funds are stuck. Now I'm going to guess here, the funds went into a contract that doesn't have any way to pull the money out of the contract, and then it's just sat there and it can never ever be fixed. So that money, $1.7 million at current price, 921 ETH, is just in the ether. It's in the void. The Gemholic project raised 921 ETH in a token sale only to discover there was no way for them to transfer those funds out of the smart contract. The project is built on the ZK Sync Layer 2, and the smart contract developers implemented the transfer function using dot transfer, a common function used with ETH projects that is not supported by ZK Sync. Oh, fucking hell. The ZK Sync project evidently came to the rescue of Gemholic, announcing that they would change the protocol in a new release to add the support for Solidity functions such as transfer, which will ultimately free Gemholic's locked for... God damn it. Why are you ruining my day? Let the code be the code. Just fuck their money. This is their own fault. They lost that $1.7 million completely fairly due to their own fucking stupidity of not checking that this existed. Imagine thinking, oh yeah, we're going to sell this thing and people are going to buy it and we could raise millions of dollars. Should we check if we can pull out the money? Nah. Why would we do that? This is cryptocurrency, baby. Someone steals the Bored Ape belonging to former NFL star Dez Bryant. I don't know anything about the NFL other than it looks more boring than rugby, and Americans seem to love it. And it seems like it's one of the only countries in the world that does that. But either way, a star losing their ape, man, that's just right up my alley. Love it. The latest ape escape, Molly, stop it, has affected Dez Bryant, a former NFL player, now turned Web3 innovator. Yes, of course he has. Bryant was the proud owner of Bored Ape 2902, an ape with leopard print skin, wearing shades, a sailor shirt, and a crown. However, on April 7th, Bryant was apparently hacked. Oh no, and the thief stole not only his ape, but Moonbird's World of Women and Rumble Kong League. Why are these words tumbling out my mouth in the same sentence? Why the fuck is this happening? He had one of each and some various cryptocurrencies. The Bored Ape would likely fetch somewhere around $125,000 if resold. The other three NFTs would likely resell for somewhere around $8,700. Together with around 3,400 in stolen tokens, Bryant's total loss is around $139,000. After some observers spotted the suspicious-looking transactions, Bryant confirmed on Twitter, "Yes, my ape was stolen, and I don't know how. This is crazy." You're absolutely right, Des Bryant, NFL star turned Web3 innovator. This is the crazy timeline. DYDX Exchange announces it will shut down Canadian operations. Never heard of these people, but unlucky, I guess, for Canadians that have. It's a decentralized derivatives exchange in Canada. They gestured towards regulatory issues in the post, writing that, quote, "We hope that the regulatory climate in Canada will change over time to allow us to resume services in the country. Canada has become more strict on cryptocurrency exchanges in recent months, particularly following the collapse of FTX. Who would have seen that one come in? Who would have seen billions of dollars going missing and the person being indicted and charged and probably charged with multiple crimes, including fraud, money laundering, etc., would have ramifications for regulation. Who could have seen it coming? Bitcoin mining firm sues business partner after they allegedly lose $500,000 in Bitcoin to fraudster. Oh no. Bitcoin mining firm Sphere 3D has filed a biting lawsuit against its partner, Griffin Digital Mining. According to them, Griffin's CEO was fooled by multiple spoofing attacks in which fraudsters pretending to be Sphere 3D executives instructed him to transfer 26 Bitcoin, $500,000. Sphere 3D further alleges that Griffin panicked where Sphere suggested that the incident be reported to law enforcement, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, insisting that the issue could be handled between the parties and demand that no one report the theft to the authorities. That's weird. Why would you insist that the FBI doesn't get involved when somebody defrauded you? You also are a victim in this. There's some weird element to this that doesn't make sense. They've got to be doing something shady. In my mind, if somebody doesn't want to report a theft that you are a victim of, that's going to cost you $500,000 out of your money to replace, immediately my conclusion is they're probably doing something dodgy, and that's why they don't want the government involved. Don't want people coming in snooping around. The lawsuit also alleges that Griffin has, quote, dutifully collected its exorbitant management fees while shrinking its duties under the MSA and delivering abhorrent management services and skimmed off the top, aka stole, from Sphere's assets. Oh, now it makes sense. Yeah. Don't get the FBI involved about us accidentally handing $500,000 of your money to somebody else. If that is in fact what happened and you didn't just make this up and give $500,000 to somebody and you're later going to collect on that, which is entirely possible. Again, just speculation. But if they do have evidence they're skimming off the top, which would be quite easy with, how cryptocurrency works and how you can track transactions fairly easily, then that would make sense why you don't want it reported to the FBI. But basically, there we go. That's the last 2 days in cryptocurrency from Web3 is going great. That's 2 days worth of stories. Fraud, shutdowns, theft, incompetence, and mistakes, all in 2 days. And that won't even be all the stories, because I know Molly's a very busy person. But there we go. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.